Okay, hello, I'm Jay Haley from Palmore Institute. This video is for our essential level reading class. It's the video that's covering chapter 6, and this is the third video in the series. We'll be looking at questions from paragraphs 3 and 4. Okay, once again, this reading was chapter 6. It's a reading about the Galapagos Islands. Well, let's get to our first question here. This question comes from paragraph number 3. I'm going to give you a main idea question here. Paragraph 3. What is the main focus of paragraph 3? Pause, think about all the sentences. And what is the main topic of that paragraph? When you're ready, unpause, and I'll give you my answer. Okay, here's what I got. The main idea of paragraph 3 is it's all about the birds of the Galapagos Islands. Okay, mostly about, it focuses a lot on penguins, but there's more about other kinds of birds too. So my broadest, most general answer here is going to be the birds of Galapagos Islands. Paragraph 3, hey, another number question. We had some last week. Here's another one this week. I want to know about the number 80. What does 80 mean? Okay, the number 80. Here it is the number of different kinds of birds in the Galapagos Islands. The number of different kinds of birds you might see there. And it sounds like it's a good place to observe some unique birds. Paragraph number 5. This one repeats a question we had seen last week. So let's see what you remember. In paragraph 5, there's this word even. What does even mean when they say even one kind of penguin? All right, pause the video. Think about last week. What's the answer? Okay, here's the answer. Even is showing that's some kind of surprise. The 79 other kinds of birds, maybe not surprising. They're birds, regular birds, but having the penguin for some reason, and that question is coming, but for some reason, it's surprising that penguins are in the Galapagos Islands. Therefore, they use this word even one type of penguin. Okay, so that does lead to this next question. Why? Why is it surprising to find penguins in the Galapagos Islands? Again, you pause the video, look at this paragraph, and it'll tell you why penguins might seem surprising. When you're ready, unpause. I'll tell you what the answer is. Okay, here's what the answer is. The answer is penguins are surprising to be found in the Galapagos Islands because the Galapagos Islands are close to the equator. And being close to the equator, you would expect it to be quite hot. Again, talking about penguins close to the equator in this next question, it says, if penguins usually live in cold places, why do they live so close to the equator, at least in the Galapagos Islands? Okay, pause, find the answer, come back. Okay. Here's what the answer is for that one. The answer is this: cold water travels to the Galapagos from Antarctica. That makes the water cool enough for penguins. So even though it's close to the equator, the water is quite cool because it's coming up from Antarctica. Therefore, penguins can live there quite comfortably. Okay, moving on. Paragraph number 6, I believe. Yeah, in this one, we're looking at the first line, and you'll find the word 13. It's spelled out 13, but you'll find it. So what does 13 mean? All right, pause the video, come back when ready. Okay. 13 here, it's the number of islands which are larger. It doesn't say how many islands are in the Galapagos group. In total, there's a lot of small ones. It implies many small ones. However, 13 is the number of islands which are larger. Paragraph 6, line number 2, you'll find this sentence: people live on 5 of these. So when they say these, what are they referring to? We've seen this type of referent question before from the first video. What does these mean? Okay, pause. I'll give you the answer soon. Okay, so these means the 13 larger islands that we just talked about. Okay, there are 13 larger islands. People live on just 5 of the larger islands. The other islands have no people living there. Still in the same paragraph, this one comes from line number 2, and you'll see this number in line 2. Okay. Question is, how do you say that number in English? Okay, think about it. When you're ready, unpause the video. The answer, you will say 25,000. 25,000. Remember, with English numbers, you're going to want to use the comma as a hint of what to say. So every time you'll see a comma, you will say a word like thousand here, or million, or billion, as the number of commas grow. You see a comma, you say a word. Before that, you're going to have a set of 1, 2, or 3 numbers. Okay, you'll just read those numbers normally. So here, before the comma is the number 25. Okay, nice, easy number, 25. Say 25, comma is 1,000. 25,000. That's how to say that word. Okay, so now that we know how to say 25,000, this question is, what does it mean? 25,000 refers to what? Pause the video, search for the answer, come back when ready. All right, 25,000, that is the number of people who live on the Galapagos Islands. And paragraph 6. Let's see. What is the attitude of the people and the government of Ecuador toward the animals there? Yeah, pause the video. See if you can find this answer in paragraph 6. When you're ready, come back. Okay, this really comes out of lines 4 through 7, but the answer is both the people and the government want to protect the animals, protect them, and keep them safe. Here, them means the animals. Okay. Yeah, apparently both the people of the country and the government of the country agree protecting these animals is a good thing. They want to do it. All right. Let's see. This one here I'm asking is basically a vocabulary question. And I believe it is the last question. So congratulations to us. Paragraph 6, lines 6 through 7. It finishes with this statement: their government will go on working to keep them safe. Okay, there means the people of Ecuador. Them means the animals. Okay, the Ecuadorian government will go on working to keep the animals safe. But vocabulary I want to know is about this phrase, to go on doing something, go on ing. What does it mean? What does go on ing mean? Okay. Pause. Think about how to say it in some other words. Come back and check your answer when ready. All right. So the answer is to go on doing means to continue doing. Okay. Here you could say their government will continue working to keep the animals safe. It's the same meaning as to go on doing something. All right. Hey, that's it for the questions in unit number 6. Let me set you up with a little bit of homework, and then I'll tell you a little about the next video. So homework here, as usual, write those 10 sentences as usual, using the words from this week's vocabulary. I laid out exactly 10 words in the first video for this unit, so you can use those words or choose some of the other highlighted words that appear in the reading. Okay. Then after you've done that, answer those questions, the usual group of questions from pages 50 to 55, and we'll check them either when classes start up again, and that should be very soon, or we can check them by email. All right. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video when we'll be talking about a different place in the world. Thanks again. See you soon.